My name is Angelita Bullets, and I am the forest supervisor for the Dixie National Forest for the U.S. Forest Service. The 50th anniversary of the Wilderness Act is something that's very important to the Dixie National Forest because we have 4 designated wilderness areas. The wilderness areas on our forest are untrammeled, they're peaceful, and tranquil. There are many different individuals that have this special feeling for wilderness areas, for the wilderness areas to go on for future generations. It's important that those people be able to pass on that knowledge that they have.
There was a time when these mountains, these Rocky Mountains, there were people that we call mountain men. Well, those old mountain men, they had to learn how to survive in the wilderness. Well, those days are gone. And now what we have to do, we have to learn how we can live so the wilderness can survive us. Creator gave us the most beautiful mountains in the world, and they're all around us. He's not giving us any more. So if we have areas that are designated to be wilderness, the purpose of that is to maintain those lands so they're as pristine as we can keep them. So that when we go and our children go, we can enjoy the mountain the way the Creator made the mountain.
What wilderness areas are lands that have been congressionally designated for their pristine beauty. Right now we're in the Ashdown Gorge Wilderness Area. It's about 7,000 acres. And we're at an elevation of about 10,400 feet or so. It gives us opportunity to enjoy and see and experience nature at its best. It's what nature intended it to be. These trees haven't been cut. It hasn't been altered by man. It's been untrammeled. It's in its natural state, natural setting. It's what Mother Nature intended land to look like. You won't hear a car drive through wilderness. And you won't see an ATV run down this trail or a bike down this trail. We can have our solitude here. You know, we've been here a couple hours now, and we haven't seen another soul. That's the wonder of wilderness. We get to go out and wander in its wonder.
I think there's many things that are unique about the Box Death Hollow wilderness area, and I think they all kind of hinge on the fact that this wilderness area occupies a region of the United States that was the last to be mapped in the continental United States. It's filled with a plethora of natural features. So there's plunging canyons like this one behind us, there's mountain ranges, there's these huge folds that trend north-south. And so because of this, it made travel through this area more challenging, which kind of helped keep people out. So that also enabled it to become designated as a wilderness because that frontier character has been preserved. Today, people can come and they can experience an unparalleled level of personal discovery and solitude that's almost kind of unsettling at times. I think this is really one of the last places maybe where you can go in there and you can potentially find places that nobody has ever been before, and also some natural wonders that maybe nobody else has ever seen. The Hell's Backbone Bridge is right behind us here. That was built by the Civilian Conservation Corps in 1933 as a route to connect Escalante and Boulder. It also provides a place where people who don't necessarily want to immerse themselves in kind of a rugged survival type experience, they can come and peer in and almost have an idea of what it might be like to discover a new continent, or just, you know, imagine the possibilities and the potential and have maybe a tiny measure of those feelings of survival and renewal and hope.
The Cottonwood Forest Wilderness Area is part of the 110 million acre National Wilderness Preservation System, and it's the newest of the 4 wilderness areas on the Dixie National Forest. One of the things that is unique to this area is it's a little piece of Zion. It shares some of those red rock features with some deep, narrow red rock canyons. It's a transition area here before it transitions up into the Pine Valley Mountain, because it's this little red rock cove here, and then you have your transition up into the higher mountain wilderness area.
There's a place on the Pine Valley Mountain that's called Spirit Creek. The water of Spirit Creek is magic. The stories are, if you dip your feet in Spirit Creek, you could walk 1,000 miles. But even better than that, if you drink the water of Spirit Creek, it will course through your veins. When this happens, your eyes will be opened, and you will see the mountain in a new light. You will see the mountain like the cougar sees the mountain, or the elk sees the mountain, or the bear sees the mountain. You will see the mountain with a new appreciation, a new understanding. You will start to think of things that you can do to help preserve and protect the mountain.
For my people, that Pine Valley Wilderness is actually called mountain sitting. It's called Gaiv Garu, and that means the mountain sits, majestic. So you can see that mountain from many different directions for miles and miles, and that wilderness is there as designated wilderness for future generations.